how to be with uncertainty. One thing's for certain, we all live with uncertainty. But uncertainty is uncomfortable. There are too many unknowns. If we could predict our future, even only minutes ahead, we would probably try. Many of us are either waiting for word or waiting on news, waiting for test results, or we can't settle because there is no plan yet. We just want to know what's coming. What will happen next? What will happen when I get home? Or tomorrow? Next week? What will the future bring? Will I get through this? What if something bad happens? We often worry that we won't be able to prepare for or handle whatever is ahead, and we tend to not make decisions because we're afraid of making the wrong ones. Just a tiny glimpse into the future can solve all that, can't it? But this delay in answers is common to all of us. You are not alone in not knowing. Many of us try to distract ourselves while we wait for answers by doing something fun, and that can work much of the time. But sometimes the wait can be overwhelming. Let's just say you wrote a test and you're anxious about the results. Here are some ways to begin working with the unknown. If you'd like, you can take a moment to think about what you know and don't know. Perhaps you don't know that things are going to turn out the way you want, but you also don't know that they won't. Maybe you don't know what the future will hold, but you probably do know that worrying won't actually change the future. Identifying what you know and don't know may help you regain your perspective. Know that you can still do what matters to you and bring worry and uncertainty along with you. Take a moment now to list some things you do know and can control. In this example, you know you studied and tried your best. You showed up and wrote the test. And the test is done now. You'll find out the results on Friday. You also know you make your friends laugh. Drawing makes you happy. And math's not your best subject, but you're great at art. You can control how you look after yourself, how you prepare for the next test, and what you choose to do next. Remember, you still deserve a break, whether you failed the test or not. You might also want to try noticing the story you're telling yourself. We often tell ourselves stories predicting the future and think of the worst case scenario. If you notice that you're telling yourself stories about how awful something's going to be, try reminding yourself that it is a story, and telling yourself stories doesn't change the outcome. Know that you are the hero of your own story. You're strong, and you'll find a way to get through this. So even though you don't know what the future brings, you can choose to focus on right here and right now. This is the moment you can control. Waiting and not knowing is tough, but you can do tough. What do you want to do in this moment to care for yourself? Self-care looks different to different people, and that's okay. Here are some ideas. You can listen to some music, connect with a friend, go outside, read a book, or just take a breath. While being with uncertainty is difficult, there are things you can do to support yourself. Think about what you can and can't control. Notice the story you're telling yourself. And take care of yourself in the here and now. If you don't know which way to go or what decision to make, remember, you don't have to have all the answers all the time. Living with the unknown is just part of being human. That's for certain.